Alright, so let's see if we can figure out what's going on.
You're selling the assets of Javaris Tintop? We are. Limited districts, limited contracts. Keeps territory clear and separate from the start. He had a meager lot, but he skipped with dues outstanding, so up it goes.
I need to find Javaris now. Where's he hiding?
Scary. Anyone else I'd jump to their defense, unless they owed me, like he does. Javaris left in a hurry. I'd put him at Smuggler's Cut, if he's avoiding patrols. It empties at a cave outside town. Tell him I said, don't come back.
There's no way this Javaris stole from the Canary. That's hard. I've heard.
Funny, Isabella, funny. Hello?
That's enough! And you die! Now you fall! Victory! Give the Maker my regards.
Oh, 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 oh!
If we kill them, we get them. Go down!
Leader.
Lots of mercs and such just dying for Javaris. A shit for Isabella. All right. There he is.
There! Nothing to worry about. Quit your blubbering, dwarf.
You? Granny's garters, she would hire you. I can't buy a break on discount. You know what? Go ahead. Take my head and pike it back to that sodding elf. I need the rest.
You brought this on yourself. Who else would steal their powder?
Wait. You're tracking for the Canary? Then she did it. That elf got them after me for nothing. Bitch born.
It certainly wasn't hard to frame you.
Look, I'm minding business, same old. Then out of the blue, some elf tries to kill me. Says she's got the Canary powder and I'm her cover. I slipped her, hired some bodyguards, and ran for it. And now you're here. Great.
You always were a good liar.
Let me ask you something. Are you exploding? Well, then I probably don't have the sodding powder, do I? Here. Want to drag Dark into light? I had a man follow her. The elf's in Lowtown. I just want to get out with my dead guards. Thanks for that.
You and I are done.
Good and good. Thanks to you, I've got a lot of dead gear to haul. Sodding dog lord inroader.
Don't worry. You won't have to haul it.
He bothered me.
I like how that's Hawk's response to that. Look, he bothered me. That's what he gets. That's what happens to those who bother me. You wouldn't want to bother me, would you? Would you? When a little, little Biff there from Back to the Future. You wouldn't want to bother me, would you? Would you? So let's go see if we can find this elf.
I can't fight the damned air. You want to live? Stay out.
Move, guard. I need to pass.
Wait. Messer Hawk. Maker, please. The street is death. There was a cloud that drove people mad, and now a seeping mist that kills. All I can do is warn people. If someone like you dies on my watch, I'm right stuffed.
Tend the herd, boy. I'm going in.
Shit.
Very strong. We need to find the source.
I have to cap this thing. There's got to be a latch or a lock around here. This should do the trick on these barrels.
Yeah, as you can imagine, on higher difficulties, this part is annoying to go through with all the gas and such.
One less to worry about. Victory. I need another latch to shut this off properly.
Remember what the Arishock told us about the way that the gas works.
Yes, this is much better.
Just gotta deal with the waves and waves and this gas and such. So yeah, imagine this on higher difficulties with the gas hurting you more. And of course, these guys having much more health. Not fun. Not for me, anyway.
You, elf. Is this your doing?
Is that Sirrah Hawk? You have enemies. I'm glad it's you, really. These poor people. You are a much better target.
Explain yourself, now.
Qunari take my people. My siblings forget their culture, then go to the Qun for purpose. We're losing them twice. So I get some help from your people. We'll take the Qunari Thunder, make some accidents, and make them hate it. But this is all wrong.
Only one thing to do with a mad dog.
It can still work. They're hidden in your city. They'll enrage the faithful and make sure the Qunari are blamed. Me, I'm finished. I just need a few more bodies. A few more.
Don't give him an inch!
I'll deal with this.
Time to tell the Ari Shak how he was right and wrong.
Thank you.
Alright, let's go talk to the Arishok. Obviously, we gotta get rid of Isabella.
You were allowed, Bartram.
So, I was wrong about our thief.
Very.
They say we were careless with our trap, that this is our fault. But even without the Sarkamek, there would have been death. This elf was determined to lay blame at our feet. I admire conviction with a focus, but your kind are truly committed to weakness.
Why aren't you more concerned about her supporters?
Our enemies strike from shadow because they cannot stand before us. This is not a revelation. And it doesn't matter. I am not here to fight. I am here to satisfy a demand you cannot understand.
And when will that be?
It will take as long as needed. No ship is coming. There is no rescue from duty to the Qun. I am stuck here.
You keep going on about that, but never say anything.
Should I argue the wind? Very well. Filth stole from us. Not now, not the Sarkamek. Years ago. A simple act of greed has bound me. We are all denied Parvolin until I alone recover what was lost under my command. That is why this elf and her shadows are unimportant. That is why I do not simply walk from this pustule of a city. Fixing your mess is not the demand of the Qun, and you should all be grateful! Thank you, human, for your service. Leave.
That's an Oxman ready to charge. The Viscount should know.
So the first time I saw that cutscene, I was kind of like taken back, because that was just so unlike what he had done before. That moment of just losing his cool and just having a moment of outrage. I was just like, whoa. Just like, yikes. Holy mackerel. And yeah, you know what Varric said is right. He comes across there like he is just like ready to charge. So now that has opened up some other stuff going on for our companions, which we will do after we go turn this in. Let's go do what Varric said. Let's go talk to the Viscount. Let him know about this. 'Cause, whoo boy.
I wonder if I should try coming back tomorrow.
Years of nice, quiet anxiety. Gone. Along with a whole street.
I killed the thieves responsible.
Right. A mad elf pushed by zealots, likely hidden in the very groups I have to appease. The Maker has a grand sense of humor. And the Arishok. I suspected he had no plans to leave. I didn't know it was just as annoying for him.
He's a hair from the edge. You need to keep everyone calm.
Too late, I fear. It's a shame. He was making overtures of cordialness. Your influence, no doubt.
Get to what happened.
A Qunari delegate and entourage paid me a visit. It was civil, tentative, hopeful. They left my chambers with precision, but were not reported by the outer guard. They are missing almost literally from my doorstep. What do you imagine will be the Arishok's reaction?
I've had enough to do with the Arishok. I don't need this.
None of us do, Sarah Hawk. Someone is pushing very hard, and I fear they want this to end badly. Speak with Seneschal Bran. Then you will see why I cannot trust anyone else with this. I don't know who would benefit from fighting the Qunari, but it will cost all of us.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
I wonder if I should try coming back tomorrow.
So let's give this little gift that I found to Isabella.
I have something for you. Ooh, what's this?
Oh, isn't that just the cutest thing?
Baby animals are cute. Ships, not so much.
Thank you, Hawk. This was a thoughtful gesture.
Varric?
Hawk, I've got some news. You might not want to be near anything breakable when I tell you, though.
If you have something to say, Varric, say it.
Right. Sympathy be damned. I've had an ear out for Bartram. After the Deep Roads, he ran to Ravane, probably because he knew I couldn't track him. But I hear he might be back in Kirkwall. He called in loans from a few of his contacts in Hightown.
Was he staying in Hightown, or just passing through?
If my information is good, and it's always good, he has a house there. Which gives us a good shot at having a word with my dear sweet brother.
How are you holding up, Varric?
Me? My no-account backstabbing brother is practically in arm's reach. I couldn't be better.
Would Bartram really risk coming back here?
I think we both know by now that Bartram would risk anything for money. There's a much better market here for that trinket he stole, and all his contacts are in Kirkwall.
It's about time we paid Bartram back.
I agree. Bianca's been missing him something awful. Let's stop by his new house. Welcome him back to the neighborhood and all that.
Those Kunari are still waiting for a ship. Can you believe it? What's it been now? 4 years?
At least.
Oh, you silly people.
Yeah, very, very.
Let's go pay Meryl a visit.
I've got something to show you. Come and see. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Why are you showing me this exactly?
It's not just a mirror. I mean, it is a mirror, but it's magic, or it will be. I've spent the last few years restoring this. One of my clan found it in the Brazilian forest, we think. Poor Tamlin. We never found him. Just the shattered pieces of the alluvion.
Yeah, remember the, Dalish elf origin from Dragon Age Origins? Yeah.
What's an alluvion?
Long ago, the elves had a kingdom. An empire that covered Thedas. And every city had an alluvion. The mirrors let them communicate across their empire. But I don't know how exactly. My people have lost so much. We know almost nothing of the days before Arlathon. This is a piece of our history.
We'll get quite a bit of follow-up to this in Inquisition.
What are you trying to do with this mirror?
At first, I just wanted to find Tamlin. But it's been too long. Tamlin is probably dead by now, if he wasn't already. But still, I know it can help my people. I can at least recover this one small part of our heritage.
This thing is what made the Keeper send you away, isn't it?
The Keeper wanted me to destroy the fragment I kept. She said our ancestors meant it to be forgotten. But it's a Keeper's place to remember. Even the dangerous things. We argued. I left. She's wrong. This mirror could teach us so much about who we once were.
Do you think the mirror had something to do with Tamlin's disappearance?
The ruin we tracked Tamlin to was full of traps and monstrous things. But we found no body. His trail ended at the broken pieces of alluvion.
This thing may have killed someone and you brought it here.
It's not dangerous, I promise. I fixed it, or tried to, with blood magic. The mirror won't hurt anyone. But it doesn't work. I've tried everything, and I think it's because it needs to be finished with a special tool. An Arulin home. And my clan has one. It's been in their hands for generations.
Go talk to the Keeper, then.
I just can't. You have no idea, the Keeper. I can't talk to her. We fight or talk circles around each other. She has a disappointed frown that turns your bones to jelly. Please, help me. You will, won't you?
I'll go with you.
Maseranas, I'll find some way to repay you, I promise.
Now let's go talk to Anders.
Have you noticed how many Tranquil are in the Gallows courtyard lately? And don't tell me I'm just sensitive to it. I've been watching, and every day there are new Tranquil, selling their bloody wares. Good mages too. People I know past their harrowing.
What's it to you how many Tranquil there are?
The Templars are using the right of tranquility to silence those who speak against them. They're working on a deliberate plan to turn every mage in Kirkwall within the next 3 years.
Who's behind this?
The plan is the work of a Templar named Sir Ulrich. I've had a run-in with him myself. He's the one who did the ritual on Karl. Nasty piece of work. Likes to make mages beg.
What else do you know about Sir Ulrich?
The Knight Commander is at least sincere in her convictions. However misguided, she believes she's helping people. Sir Ulrich's a sadist. Cold-blooded as a lizard. He likes to experiment on mages. Find out what it takes to push them into the arms of demons.
Yeah, and then well, that maybe, that's probably true. But the real horrible thing about Ulrich is what we discover when we do this quest, is what he says, and the way he says it implies a lot of horrible things. Because, well, let's just say, you remember the conversation we heard between those two in the Gallows earlier? Of a female mage who had become tranquil, and this other guy was talking to her about how much they loved each other, but she was like, acting like she didn't love him anymore. I just want to point out that that was a female who said that, and keep that in mind when we do this quest. Just lends to how horrifying what Ulrich is doing here. Yeah.
What happened between you and Sir Ulrich?
I've been involved with an underground resistance. Mages living free in Kirkwall who help others escape. I can't tell you any more, for your sake and theirs. You have too much involvement with the Guard and nobility. Suffice it to say, I've been in the Gallows. I've seen his work firsthand.
How do we stop them?
My friends in the Mage Underground know a way inside. A secret entrance under the walls of the Gallows. Come with me tonight, please. Help me find the evidence of Sir Ulrich's tranquil solution.
What do you mean, tranquil solution?
That's what he calls it. His idea of a peaceful solution to the mage problem. To sunder the mind of every mage in the Free Marches. I'm told he's bringing his proposal to Val Royeaux, to the Divine herself. He would turn every mage in Thedas into a drooling simpleton under his command.
Let us go before they can act.
Thank you. I confess, I wasn't sure you'd share my outrage. I'm glad I can count on this much. I'm ready to go when you are. Our entrance is concealed not far from here.
We also need to go talk with Aveline. Oh, that one. So, the thing is, when we do Meryl's quest, it's actually going to help us finish off this particular quest right here as well. Before we continue the main plot, we will be working on these companion quests. What order we do them, I'm not sure, because this one is pretty fun. And this one's pretty horrible. This one's, it is what it is. And then this one can also be pretty, well, let's just say there's a really fun, humorous moment, and then we get to something pretty dark. So, we will be, doing one of those when we return. Stay tuned.